All right, here we go. Hopefully this is better. I've actually got my mic plugged in this time, so that should make a decent bit of difference compared to the last video. But anyhow, let's get down to business here. Man, these last few days have been tough. I'll tell you, having some really powerful urges and whatnot. Came close a few times. Came very close. Shamefully close, in fact. It was not a good place to be, but anyhow, regrouped, counterattacked, back on track now. Still though, I'm vulnerable. I'm not invincible unless I choose to be. You don't get to a point where you're just over it and you don't even have to worry about being tempted anymore. Always keep that in mind. It's always gonna be a battle, but it's a battle worth winning. And on a kind of the same track as what I was talking about last time, really, just enjoying the world around you and just having that childlike awe and wonder and excitement about in the case of the last video, hiking or just, seeing the world and stuff like that. It's fantastic. Let me talk about yesterday. So I was driving home from work. It was raining. It was a really warm day too. It was really warm. It was nice. And it's raining outside and everything, and I'm driving home and I'm like, this is just really nice. The traffic is all backed up and everything, but I'm just totally happy. I am completely happy to just sit there in traffic, think, pray, sing, whatever. It's just a good time. It's just a good time. And I'm, looking at the stuff around me, just enjoying seeing everything. And it's weird. This sounds really weird, I'm sure, unless you've been there, unless you already know what I'm talking about. But it's just nice. And I'm driving home and start to see like all this white stuff on the side of the road. I'm like, what the hell is that? And it turns out it's hailing as well. Occasionally in some places it started to hail. But anyway, I get home and I'm like, it is warm, it's raining, that's freaking cool. I'm gonna go for a run in that. So I leave my phone at home, which I'll be honest, that felt a little bit uncomfortable. I usually take my phone with me everywhere I go, like pretty much everybody does, even out on runs and stuff, working out. And I'm like, I don't want to mess with that. I don't want to mess with making sure it doesn't get too wet or anything or anything like that. So I just leave it at home. That was a weird feeling. It felt weirder than it probably should have. So probably signifies some kind of undue attachment to my electronic devices and the like, but I imagine that's a fairly common problem nowadays. I'll worry about it later. But went on my run in the rain, ran to the park, and I'm like, this is super nice. I'm straight up just gonna take my shoes off, run around in circles around there's a pond at the park, just run laps around it, walk around it, whatever, barefoot in the grass, on the sidewalk, whichever I feel like. That was pretty sweet. And that is an understatement. That is completely an understatement. I definitely had that I don't know, just childlike awe and wonder and thrill of just running barefoot through the rain, in the grass, through the puddles and everything, not even worrying about any of that because I'm already soaked anyway. What's the point? Just got home from work, so it's not like I'm clean or anything like that either. I'm gonna have to shower afterwards anyway. Just having, the time of my life. It's like, in those moments, it wasn't something that was, especially fun by any measure. It's like, not like there's a challenge to it or anything, not like there's something to be achieved or accomplished there, the kinds of things that normally I would enjoy a whole lot. But I just felt so much more alive during that time than I usually do. And it's, it's a hard feeling to convey, but that's the best way I can describe it. There have been times when I felt similar to that. That was at, like, say, major youth retreats and stuff like that I'd been on and helped out with. For example, we have this one deal that our church has done for a few years where we take all the youth out to an island for a few days. Like, not like a resort island or anything like that, like an island with nothing, no buildings or anything. This is an uninhabited island that we take over for a few days, and it's a great time. So that was kind of similar, but it's not something that I would have been inclined to do the way my mind used to work. When I was addicted to porn, when I was addicted to video games, when I was all that stuff. There's no way that my brain was anywhere near there. The closest I ever came to appreciating nature was like going on hikes and walks and stuff, and looking at things from a tactical perspective. I played a lot of real-time strategy games when I was more into gaming, and I would always, construct not necessarily battle scenarios, but I would always try to evaluate terrain and stuff from like a tactical perspective, all kinds of autistic stuff like that. But that was the closest I ever got at that point to really appreciating just being outside, being in nature and stuff like that. And yesterday was kind of the height of it up to this point. And again, it's just that the only way I can describe it is just, feeling that alive and having that feeling of just childlike thrill at something that simple. But yeah, it is freaking sweet, man. Just wanted to talk about that. Wanted to give you all an update and say, hey, I've been struggling too. I've been facing serious temptations and coming a lot closer to caving in than I would like. I'm not lying when I say shamefully close to giving in. It was not a bad place, or not a bad place, a very bad place to be in. But still here, still kicking, still going strong. It's 20 months, probably close to 21 months now, no porn whatsoever. It's a good deal. Got a good thing going on. But that's it for now. That's just something I wanted to talk about. So, y'all have a lovely day. God bless you guys. Take it easy, but not too easy. If you're new to this whole thing, if you don't have an accountability group, guess what? There's a link in the description to an accountability group. We'd love to have you over there. There's a bunch of people in there now. People come in and out, it seems like. There are technically like 70-something members, but only a handful are active. So you're not gonna get swamped by messages all day or anything like that, or have trouble talking to people. We have good conversations and stuff all the time. It's great. So hop in there if you don't have a group. Man, subscribe to this channel. Follow me on Twitter. All that good stuff. But yeah, if you ain't on this no porn thing, dude, get on this. It is sick. But that's it for now. I really will close it off. Y'all have a good day. Take it easy, but not too easy. God bless you guys. I will talk to you later. Oh, I thought I hit the stop button, but I didn't. Let's try again. Haha, talk to you later.